Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome to another Paragon video. There has been a new patch announced. I believe it is 36.1, and aside from a couple of small little additions like a new skin, a couple new emotes, we actually get a nerf to not only Greystone, but to Steel, and a slight buff to Sparrow. And that's what this video is going to be all about. Buckle up. So first off, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Greystone. So he gets actually like a bunch of nerfs here. So the base damage on his ultimate has been reduced from 220, 320, and 420 to 180, 260, and 340. So at max level, it's doing 80 less damage. Not only that, but the slow has been reduced 100 points on the inner and 50 points on the outer, leaving the slows at a whopping 550 for the inner and 125 at the outer. So that's automatically going to make it a little bit easier to get out of his ultimate, which is, that's a godsend. The ultimate also no longer refills mana. Oh, yes, so good. So if a Greystone goes down and he doesn't have any mana, when he comes back up, he's not going to just be able to jump away. Greatness. Also, here's the thing though, there's a kicker to it. There was a bug, essentially, where Reforged, his ultimate, did not gain card scaling, and that has been fixed, and it now has a scaling of 0.75. So if the previous case in previous patches was his ultimate never utilized scaling, and now it does, we're actually going to be seeing a small buff in damage. So say that he has, say, 150 damage from his cards, which is probably a lot, then his ultimate would do 340 plus just a bit over 100 extra damage, making it more than it was previously at max level. But that said, you have the slow that's been nerfed, you have the mana that no longer refills. That alone is pretty great. But not only that, his stoic passive, his health from that passive has been reduced. At max level, 60 less health, and at level 1, 15 less health. So that's pretty great. That's an extra point worth of health gone, shaved off. That should be just a nice little tweak to make him feel a bit more fair. Now, it's not a huge change, but I think it will be felt in some ways. Next up, we got Steel. Now, this guy had his base damage reduced on his ultimate just a tiny bit. At level 1, we're talking 20 less damage. At level 3, we're talking 40 less damage. So, kind of not a huge drop, but where the damage is really going to be reduced is the card scaling, and that has been reduced from 1.2 to 0.9. So, quite a bit less, and overall, my issues with that have been kind of fixed with this little tweak to his damage. And with that, I'm fairly satisfied with that change. I don't see any further nerfs needed to that. I don't think there should be a nerf to the range or to the speed of it. Just a little bit less damage, and I think that'll all work out. And then we have a change to Sparrow. They have given her 2.8 attack speed per level. You times that by 15, and we're looking at something like an extra 35, 36 points worth of attack speed, if my math is somewhat correct, which it might or might not be. But that said, yeah, that's not bad. It doesn't fix her issues. It doesn't promote her from the lowest trash tier to something a little higher. And maybe she's not the lowest of the low tiers, but she's certainly, in my opinion, lowest of the carries. They still haven't given her any crowd control yet, and maybe they're working on that. Maybe they just were able to do this quick tweak without too much inner struggle in the company, in the development team, and then they're working on maybe a bigger fix next time. Still nothing on Richter. Also no changes to Chimera, but I will have a video coming out, another Paragon Hero analysis, since you guys liked the first one so much. Well, most of you. But I'll be talking about Chimera in that one and my thoughts on him. And then past those changes, it's just a new emote for Rampage, a new emote for Chimera, both of which look okay. I honestly wouldn't spend money on them. And then we have another Tier 1 skin for Seraph. It looks okay. I'd like to see what the flame version looks like, but you know, it's like a nice darker silver type of color, like almost cobalt silver. So, I mean, that's okay. You know, give us a Tier 2. We haven't seen a new Tier 2 skin in a while. Haven't seen a Tier 3 skin in a while. I'm sure you guys are working on that. So bring us some stuff. Give me a reason to put some more money into Paragon. All right, and because emotes, they're not really gonna do it for me. So when this patch goes live, or if it's live already, let me know what you guys think of it in the comments down below. Do you think the changes to Steel and to Greystone and to Sparrow are justified? Do you think they're fair? Are there any changes that you would like to add or maybe take away? We'll have a discussion about that in the comments. That'll be cool. Hit that like button. Just slap it for me. Come on. Do me that little courtesy. I'd appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already for Paragon content like this and other content on my channel, then feel free to do so right now. I try to be pretty consistent every 2 days, sometimes every day if I have the time for it. Thank you very much for watching. I don't really know what I would do with myself without this channel and without you guys to interact with. I know I don't stream enough, and I'm trying to do that more, but I do have a plan to potentially finance myself to get a new gaming PC, something that I can pay over 12 months because I just can't afford to put $800, $900, or $1,000 down instantly on a new piece of amazing gaming hardware. So that's financing is something that I'll have to look into. But if that all works out, then before summer, I'll be playing Paragon on PC. My limits on gaming and quality of videos and everything is going to be lifted, and it'll be glorious. I'll have like a Discord server talking with you guys like actively. It's gonna be awesome. I hope that's something that I can bring to fruition. So with that said, I will see you guys next time.